Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome back to Creator on Wheels. I'm Shiv and hope you guys are doing absolutely happy and healthy. It's 22nd of December 2022 morning. I think it's around 8 a.m. now. And I'm headed on the brand spanking new, probably uncompleted Bangalore Mysore Expressway. I thought I'll do a very quick short video, kind of like a summary video for 2022. And I thought, what better road than the new expressway to give it a try. This is not the first time I'm coming here. I've come several times this year, but all the times in my car. But this is the first time I'm coming in my bike. And whatever I've been hearing about this road in future, that's going to be happening in future. I'm a little bit skeptic. I don't know when they'll stop the two-wheeler guys to enter to this expressway. This apparently is meant only for four-wheelers or beyond only. No two-wheelers or autos or anything allowed on this expressway. So I thought let's take this opportunity before it gets officially opened up, the complete stretch, and also do this quick video. So as I told you, what exactly I want to talk about in this video is how this year 2022 has been for me. I was not really sure if I should make this video because out of nowhere I realized that I literally lost 4 months of making good videos, be it here on this channel or few other channels that I handle, which is related to travel and wildlife related stuff. So it's a quick summary. Like I'll probably go through all the months and say what's happened and how things turned around this year. It started off on a very low note this year, but the way it has shaped up in the last quarter, I would say, or the last 4 months, and how it is progressing, especially here on this channel, and all the love that you guys are giving. I'm very happy the way the year turned out. In fact, I didn't even knew when this year started that I would probably be ending up doing what I did in January, which is sell off my Java 42. It was running in my mind for like a vast majority of late last year, and all thanks to this lockdown or not traveling much, no office, and all those things meant that the bike was idle most of the times. And I was actually wondering like what I should do with this bike because I'm not using it. I'm not getting an opportunity to use it. I was going very low profile on the travel bit last year, so the best thing for me to do was to get rid of the bike. And there are a lot of other technical and not technical reasons which I've already explained in few videos in the recent past. So I thought like it's better give off the bike, and January was one of those months where I had to give off my bike, but that was one hard decision that I had to take. So by mid of January my Java 42 was gone, and by this time the secondary bike that I had, not really a bike, the scooter that we had, which was Activa, we had decided to give that off also because that was almost 8 years old, and we thought like it's time for a new scooter in the house. So February is a month where we decided to go for this new scooter, and the scooter that we narrowed down after a lot of test rides and options and looking at whatever was coming later on in the year and all, we narrowed down on the Yamaha Fasino 125. I know it's been a year, but there has been a lot of things that I've observed while I got to ride the vehicle so many times. Like of the 3,500-4,000 kilometers that the Odo has on the Fasino, I think I've done about 2/3 or more than that. So I have a lot of things to talk about Fasino, a lot of good things, a lot of bad things as well. That video is definitely pending, and that's coming up very soon, probably one of the first videos in the next year. Look out for that if you're in the market for buying a new 125cc segment scooter, then definitely wait for that video. So that happened in February. April started off very good. I some of my photographs were selected for an exhibition which happened in Bangalore, and almost 9 of my photographs were printed and displayed at the RMZ Galleria Mall in Yelahanka in Bangalore. And I was like, it was a very long break, since my previous exhibition, and most of the times the exhibition usually happens in closed doors or in some galleries and things like that. This type of exhibition where it happened in a public place, it happened after a very long time, and most of these photos were related to a specific theme about women and women empowerment and such stuff. So I was very happy that I could participate in an exhibition which had a specific theme in mind, and it happened after a long time. In fact, like, my family were very happy to see a lot of my prints put up in a public place, like in a mall, and that gets a lot of footfalls and all those things. So April started off well. Then travel, we thought like, let's kickstart some travel, and we went to Wayanad. We spent about 2-3 days in Wayanad, and then we got sick of the rain. April and rain, it somehow it was not easy for us to digest. And then we headed back to Mysore. We spent a day there, and then we came back to Bangalore. And that's exactly when the first big problem happened to me. I would say that the problem happened to me. um, I fell sick, I mean, if that's the right way to call it, in the middle of a night, and I had to rush to hospital. Nothing related to COVID, thankfully. Was underwent a lot of scans and all those stuff overnight, and realized that it was appendicitis, and I was given like 24 hours to get it removed. The only reason, because it was fully bloated or grown, whatever you can call it in the medical terms. And the doctor said that it's better to get it removed quickly rather than give it time to burst, and it will complicate things. So I had to undergo the surgery. That made me stay away from anything travel, either in two-wheeler or four-wheeler. I was not even allowed to sit on its pillion on my own new Fascino. Forget about riding it, and definitely car was silent. And this tight time was for almost a month. Then even then, the doctor told things take time to heal, so don't be too aggressive. And right around that time is when I thought like it's a good time to get my mom's leg operated, because she had to undergo a kneecap replacement surgery. So we went ahead with that, and that kind of went beyond our calculation, especially the recovery time and all those things. So that meant that all the way from April, for the next 4 months, I was out of action. I was away from my vehicles, I was away from anything that's happening in the outside world. It was just me, my office, and my house, and my mother, and all health related stuff. So it was a very low period. So that's exactly what I meant. Like, the first 8 months was totally different. I never expected that the 2022 would start off or proceed like this. But things changed a lot by around September. That's when we started going to office. I mean, I was going the return to work that kicked in, and we were asked to come to office like twice or thrice a week and all those stuff. And I was intermittently banking on the Fascino and the car to go to office, and I'm not in huge favor of taking my car to office, because I cut across the city, and driving the car for 1.5-2 hours one way every day was not something which I was in favor of. So that's when my wife decided that she'll give me a new bike, and the bike of choice was the Honda Highness CB350. So end of September is when I got my new bike. Each passing day I started liking it more. It was in consideration, but we never thought that we would narrow it down to that. And the anniversary edition, the green, it just happened. We just went with the flow, and we really loved what we ended up with. So September was when things started getting more in a positive and a happy vibes, I could call it. And that's exactly when I realized that I should start making video about the reason why I selected the Honda CB 350 Highness, and why I gave my Java, and why I did not select the other bikes. And also, that made me do one video, and the kind of response I got on that video was mind blowing, literally mind blowing, because most of the videos on my channel are like they get average triple digit number of views and handful of comments and sometimes no comments at all. But this one, the notification kept on popping and it had got several thousand views, and I was surprised that people are looking forward to know more about the CB350 Highness so much that I made a follow-up video answering few of the questions that people had asked me in the comments in the first video. Even that got a very good response, and I made another video because I had missed out a couple of bikes and I had to answer why I had not spoken about that bike, and even that got a lot of good views. And people started messaging me on Instagram, people started mailing me directly, and people were asking a lot of queries about everything about this Honda Highness and things around it. And I really like this is exactly what I like to do: help people with their choices, educate people and things like that. And I was really happy that most of the folks who commented on this particular 3 or 4 videos resonated with my thoughts, and they kind of acknowledged what I was telling and what they wanted and all those things. So in that way, the YouTube thing is going well. I'm not telling I've surpassed several million views or several thousands of subscribers and all, but whoever has subscribed over the last 3 months, thank you so much. Thank you so much for all the love. Thank you so much for all the interaction on the videos. And I really wish I could make more and more of such educating and probably even entertaining content here on this channel. October was one interesting month because in the first part of the month I did something very new, and it was something related to event organizing. But this event was a YouTuber meetup in Bangalore. So most of you folks might know that this YouTuber called MSK, or Mohammad Salim Khan, who is from Mumbai. He does motor vlogs, travel vlogs, and he was doing an all India tour, and he had this UNESCO World Heritage Centers in India as his theme. And he had started off from Mumbai, went to Goa, finished the Maharashtra belt, finished Goa, came from north of Karnataka, came all the way to Bangalore. And there was a meetup that was planned in Bangalore, and I approached his team. They contacted me back and they made me part of the organizing team, and there were a lot of other confusions in between all these things. But anyway, it was good to be part of organizing a YouTuber meetup, which I had never done before, because I had done several hundreds of event organizing in the past, right from my good old photography days. But this type of meetup organizing was something different. It was good to meet a person who's very passionate about traveling, who's passionate about creating content and all, learn from him, see him talk and all those things. So that was a good experience, and this was my kind of like a first interaction with someone from YouTube world and a celebrity and stuff like that. And another thing with October was that after a really really long wait, when I say long, I'm literally talking about in excess of 15 years, I finally managed to go to a place to see certain thing which I've been waiting for, like as I told you, more than a decade and a half. And this was in Chikmagalur, the Baba Budangiri Hills, to witness the Neel Kurunji flower blooming. So this flower blooms only once in 7 years. Previous times, whenever it had bloomed in mass blooming, I'm not talking about single flower, it's like mass blooming. Whenever it has happened, I never got a chance to go to that place, be it in Kerala or be it in any part of the Western Ghats. And once it has happened in Bellary also, if I am right, but that was not as huge scale as this. And I was actually repenting a lot because of all this YouTube meetup organizing thing. I could not go earlier because the window is very small. It's about like 3 to 4 weeks max. And I managed to go there, though it had come down almost by 80%, but I got to see the flowers, I got to see the bloom and all the stuff. Probably I would call it as like once in a lifetime event. So I was very happy that I could go and see this and also show it to my family. So this was something special again that happened in October. Fast forward to December, the month that we are in, one more meetup, but this time around I was not somebody who was organizing it, but I just wanted to see this person in flesh, in person, because I've been following him on Instagram and YouTube for several years now. I'm talking about Murtuza Junaid, the person behind Art of Motorcycle. You would have heard me talk about Art of Motorcycle in quite a few of my Java modification, the Java handlebar and Java, the saddle stay, and all those videos had spoken a lot about art of motorcycles. The elder of the two brothers who run the art of motorcycle is Murtuza Junaid. He's one guy who's super passionate about be it his own bike, the Maya, or the traveling or sharing any or information related to bike maintenance, travel, adventure, anything. He's like, you see him speak, it's so evident that this guy just wants to come and give you information and knowledge and help you out, that kind of a person. And I've seen several of his live sessions, Instagram lives and YouTube videos and everything, but I wanted to meet him in flesh. And this was an opportunity because he's doing an India tour on his brand new um, Triumph Tiger 1200, and he was in the, probably I would call it as the Karnataka leg, and he had a meetup in Bangalore. It happened in the Triumph showroom here in Bangalore. So I got a chance to meet him, see him speak for a few minutes. I know I was late for the meetup, but having to see him speak so passionately about the bike, about his travel, and sharing his experience, sharing his knowledge, which seldom people do. People know something, they hide it from others because they worry that somebody will come and steal all the knowledge from them. But Junaid is not like that. I'm really very thankful for this opportunity because I got to see him. I hope to meet him again in future in person, probably whenever he is in Bangalore, or maybe I'm in the same place where he is or something. This guy keeps traveling and he has a world travel plans also, so not sure when I'll meet him next, but thankful for whatever happened. So yeah, today I'm here on my bike. I'm headed towards Hills right now. The plan is just to go whatever 200 odd kilometers one way, visit the temple and come back by evening. Probably I'll share that part of the story as a different vlog or photo moto vlog in a separate video. You can probably wait for it sometime in January, mid of January, because I have a lot of videos lined up, be it the Fascino one, be it related to this particular travel that I'm doing today towards Hills, be it related to the accessories, be it related to the accessories already there on my bike, and so many other stuff that I wanted to share. All of them are listed down, all of them are coming. That's what's coming up in 2023. I don't want to get into a phase wherein I promise people, okay, you will get one video every week or 10 videos every month and something like that. I'll take it in the flow because I am a working professional. I have other commitments also. So whenever I get some time, I'll make sure that I make some videos about the Honda Highness or my Nissan Kicks, or whenever time permits, even about Yamaha Fascino. Primarily wanted to share how this year was, and I'm really thankful for all you folks here in the YouTube who have given a lot of love and interaction on the last several videos, and all the new guys who have subscribed. I never knew that I would be able to get past that few 10, 20, 30 subscribers, but the number of subscribers are growing, and I really appreciate that, and thank you so much. Keep continuing your support, and as I always say, if you have any questions, feel free to write it in the comment section below so that I pick it up and answer it in any of the future videos. That's pretty much it for this particular video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye. Mate sigana.